Hey, welcome back to the Body Tech. Okay, so John and I personally discovered that I don't have the couch mobilization in my tray or suite of videos. So I'm going to help you guys out today here. So John is going to gladly twist his hips around a little bit to help us demonstrate the progressions of the couch stretch or the couch mobilization. Okay, so we'll start with number one here. Okay. Now, the whole purpose for the couch stretch, okay, is because we've identified that your flexor wads, namely your TFL, your rectus femoris that goes from hip, it's ASIS, right to the knee, is pulling you forward. So you have a very anterior tilted pelvis. All right, so this is what we're trying to correct in order for your glutes to be able to turn on and work for you as you're doing your strides, runs, and that sort of thing. Okay, so the first progression, John has his back leg up against the wall from here, and we're actually going to back John up just a bit. Okay, so his opposite knee is down, as you can see. The foot is actually still tucked back, which is fine. So for people that have never been into this position and found the half kneeling position really tight, this is the regression you want to use. All right, so from here, I will get John to kick his foot. No, yeah, just leave. So you're going to kick it, contract, relax. No. Stay in the initial position, right? You're going to kick your foot here, contract for 5, 4, 3, 2, good. Now from here, we're going to see if we can hunt up the slack, and from here, John is going to squeeze his butt and get into further hip extension. Okay? And so you generally about 3 to 5 reps per side, per regression or progression, in order to move you through a point where we can really tug bilaterally with both hips getting a good mobilization. Okay, so let's show them, John, the next progression. Okay, half kneeling. And from here, as you can see, now John, would you say that's a little tighter?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, so from here, the rectus femoris, as I mentioned before, from hip to knee is really the key muscle that is getting tugged on here. And the primary one that, if adapted, shortened, or fairly short, which we know to be the primary muscle that gets shortened when you sit all day. Okay, so great move here to lengthen this back out if you're going for a run on the trails. Okay, so John is going to kick into the wall for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's going to relax, deep breath, and from here, we're then going to position into hip extension. So you're squeezing the glute and trying to get that extension as best you can, feeling it on the front part of your hip. And again, use the exhale after your contraction. This is essentially a PNF application here. So we'll do one more, John. Okay, so you kick. So that contraction is firing off the rectus femoris into the wall. Good. And now let's see if we can hunt for some slack. And again, you're looking at getting really good extension while you're lengthening the front part of that hip. The key mobilization for the runners that want to max out and be able to use their glutes on hip extension with your paces. A really important move here. Okay, now say you've been doing this a while, like most runners, we could potentially if you're feeling that you can challenge yourself a little bit more from a length tension perspective, let's see if we can elevate the foot just a little bit and see if you can get up there, John, a little bit. How does that winds you up a little bit more? Okay, but is it doable?
It's doable, yeah.
Okay, cool. So for John, and John's been actually doing his couch mode for a few months now, right? So this is a good progression for you as well. So, same application. The opposite hip really puts the length tension ratio on the opposite hip as you're striding out and getting into more hip flexion. And again, the margins for finding that slack have shortened quite considerably, right? Okay. Good, good. So this is ultimately now again totally applied to the individual, but if you feel you can use a plyo box or something like that, that's fine. But again, don't override your capacity and end up really accentuating the posterior tail or the opposite. Okay? Okay, John, can we show this one other side here? Just alternate. Now, if you find that the other side is a little tighter, we don't need the riser in there.
Okay, so
yeah, that's cool. No, so come up in the way you were, half kneeling. Good, good. And if you want this riser, we'll throw it under, right? Okay, so nice and tall. And I put you in this position, John, because I wanted to ask you if you have a recognized tighter side, right or left.
Doesn't, pretty much about the same.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
So pretty consistent.
Okay. So again, the contractions kicking the foot into the wall for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And from here, really squeezing the butt as best you can to feel that nice stretch from the iliac crest, or the point of the iliac crest down. So John, okay, I'm going to take you out of that. That's good.
Okay.
You can stand up.
Okay.
John, now John came to me for about 4 months ago. How have you found the couch stretch is affecting your paces today?
With running?
Yes.
It's hard to say. I've been running a lot.
Yeah.
I've become a lot more flexible in that by doing the couch stretch. But it's hard to say exactly how it affects my performance exactly.
Okay, cool. So far no injuries from the hips down.
So far no
Or
injuries.
knees up.
Exactly.
Okay,
No,
cool. All right. That's it for our couch mobilization. Again, it's a practice like anything else, a really good maintenance and sustaining ability to lengthen your hip flexors, particularly if you sit all day. Something to note, okay? Thanks for watching here. See you next time.